Mic check, 1, 2. How's everybody doing out there in Facebook land? Welcome to DockDogsTV. This is going to be a fun one, ladies and gentlemen. Can you guys hear me okay? Just doing a quick mic check before we go live. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, 30 seconds to showtime. 30 seconds. All right, guys, welcome to DockDogsTV, the premier live stream in all of canine aquatics. My name is Tim Lake, the hostess with the mostess, and hopefully you guys are having an absolutely wonderful day. We are here to talk about Fantasy Dock Dogs. How awesome is this, ladies and gentlemen? We are here to recap Week 1 to see where everyone placed in the standings and see who out of you at home is going to take the first place overall in Draft Dock Dogs. First up, let's get some introductions elite. Hello, everyone. Welcome, Travis. Hello. Vicky Ty. What's up, Vicky Ty? Jay Harris, Hannah Wolf. Mark, hello, guys. How you guys doing out there? Rocking it here, ladies and gentlemen. I am super excited to bring you this live stream here, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready to grip it, rip it, rock it, and let it fly here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so excited here. Just going to get signed in real quick. Pull up the stats here. And we're going to get a rockin' here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see who else is here. Awesome. All right, let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. First off, let's go over a little bit about what Fantasy Dock Dogs is. For those of you who are just joining us and may be unfamiliar with the concept of what is Fantasy Dock Dogs. Fantasy Dock Dogs is a 2-for-1 game. The local DockDog sanctioned facilities will have their available teams, their local rosters, jumping in all 3 disciplines: big air, speed retrieve, and extreme vertical. From those available rosters, each local sanctioned facility will be picking 3 dogs from their roster, 1 dog to do each discipline. From those 3 dogs, you're going to have 1 dog doing big air, 1 dog doing EV, and 1 dog doing speed retrieve. Each sanctioned facility will have their local team, and those local teams are competing against other sanctioned facilities. And as the season progresses and points accumulate, we're going to come up with a overall sanctioned facility Fantasy Dock Dogs Iron Dog champion. For those of you who are at home and are unable to jump a dog at this time, or just can't get to a local sanctioned facility, we have what's called Draft Dock Dogs, which is where you can choose from a pool of dogs that is competing from across the country, given a specific dollar amount, which is 1,000 points. You have those points to play around with to pick your top 3 dogs to get a total Iron Dog score, which is the score for all 3 disciplines that they're doing across 3 dogs to get a total point value. It is a 3 Iron Dog score. If that makes any sense. So we're going to get right into it. Let's do a quick recap here, ladies and gentlemen, and let's take a look and see the 4 sanctioned facilities that we got to work with for week number 1. We have the first one, I believe, is Rotten Dog Sports Lodge down in Georgia. We also have Smoky Mountain Canine. We have Oklahoma Thunder. And right here in the great state of North Carolina, we have Indian Creek Canine Aquatics. So we're going to dial in and see where each facility fell in the standings. So let's go over and check out our friends over in Georgia, Rotten Dog Sports Lodge. Let's take a look and recap what they were able to do this past week for Fantasy DockDogs. Let's take a look at the footage. All right, first up is going to be Nancy and Huckleberry. Huckleberry with a nice-looking jump. Look at that, tracking the toy. That score going to come in at 1902. Next up is going to be Lisa and King. Their final EV grab is going to be a 5 feet 10 inch. Look at that full extension on that one. Next up is going to be Brenda and Argent. And look at Argent going right into the pool there and swimming hard, trying to pull down that bumper. He's going to pull it down. That time coming in at 7.763. So let's take a recap. A 19.2, a 5.10, and a 7.763. That's going to give him a total score of 28.30. So taking a look at the leaderboard thus far, we have Rotten Dog Sports Lodge, who's going to be in first place as it currently stands with a 28.30. How cool is that? So, let's see, woohoo, Indian Creek Canine, Rotten Dog. That was some pretty good-looking jumps. So let's go on to our friends in the great state of Tennessee, Smoky Mountain Canine. Let's take a look at their footage and see what they were able to do. Let's go and take a quick trip over to the great state of Tennessee and see what they did here. There we go, Smoky Mountain Canine Sports. All right, their first one's going to be Michael and Maggie. Maggie, a beautiful looking jump there. That score going to come in at 20 feet even, tracking the toy the whole way down. All right, for Extreme Vertical, we have Ashlyn and Raya. And let's take a Raya pulling down the bumper. That's going to come in, their final grab coming in at 6'10". That's a monster grab. So here's Kay and Tank for Speed Retrieve. Going all the way down here, let's see, pulling down the bumper. That time coming in at 8.056. So let's take a look at the recap here. Maggie with a 20 feet even, Raya 6'10", Tank 8.052, giving a total score of 2883.52. So that is going to put Smoky Mountain Canine Sports on top of the leaderboard after 2 facilities punching in their scores. Rotten Dog only 52 points behind Smoky Mountain, but really it's up to any team at this point. Absolutely awesome scores coming in. Let's see, let's go look at the comments real quick. Hello. Go Tank Go. My heart is beating as fast as a real event. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. This should be as heart-pounding as if you're at an event, because this is the second best thing to being at a real event. That's what it's all about. And wow, Raya getting a jump of 6 feet 10 inches in Extreme Vertical. That is absolutely amazing. All right, let's take a look at, let's go over to Oklahoma Thunder and see how they did. Let's take a look at their recap video and see how they fared. All right, Oklahoma Thunder, Lee and Kiwi with a big jump there. Score coming in, 23 feet 6 inches. Todd and Garkin, they're going to get a score of 5 feet 10. And just by the tip of his tippy tongue, pulling it down there. And wow, look at Ace swimming hard in the pool. Score coming in, a 6.220. So using those 3 scores, we're going to get a 23.6 for Kiwi, a 5.10 for Garkin, and Ace with a 6.223. And that total score is going to be a 29.61. So that is going to put Oklahoma Thunder on top of the leaderboard with a 29.61. Smoky Mountain Canine Sports just shortly behind by just a mere 78 points. And Rotten Dog Sport Lodge behind, but not by much. A very easy and manageable lead to be overcome with only 130 points. Now remember, this is the weekly total. These scores will be cumulative as we go on. I'd like to give a big shout out to Jennifer Bale O'Connell, who helped out with these videos. They are absolutely awesome recap videos. Thank you very much, Jennifer. And Ace with a big time speed retrieve. That was a really good run. All right, let's take a look. Does Indian Creek Canine Aquatics have enough to take the lead? I don't know. I have not seen the scores yet. So let's take a look at the footage and see where it all lies. All right, let's take a look at the footage. Oh, look at that. The Carolina Hurricanes. I like it. Jennifer and Chili kicking out a 24 feet 8 inches. Oh, there's Melanie and Alora with a 6 feet even. Susan Miller and Callie for speed retrieve. Let's take a look at that. And a nice jump off the dock and a quick swim. This is going to be a good time. Time coming in, a 6.287. So Jennifer and Chili with a 24.8, Allure with a 6 feet, Callie with a 6.287, and that's going to bring a 29.81. So that is going to put Indian Creek Canine Aquatics, the Carolina Hurricanes, in the lead, just inching out Oklahoma Thunder by 20 points. So wow, what an amazing recap. So let's take a look there. So really coming down to the end of this here, the overall leader here is going to be Indian Creek Canine Hurricanes. The Carolina Hurricanes, I love that name. Coming at a 29.81. Oklahoma Thunder just a mere 20 points behind. Now remember, as we progress through the season, the weekly scores, we'll have a weekly leaderboard for each facility, but these scores will be cumulative. So honestly, this is really anybody's game at this point. Rotten Dog Sport Lodge, all it takes is for a big EV, a fast swim, or a giant big air, and they're right back into the mix of things. So absolutely awesome. Great job, guys. Let's actually take a quick look here and see how it all came down. So Rotten Dogs Sport Lodge getting a 2830.96. They're going to walk away in week number 1 in 4th place. Smoky Mountain Canine Sports, they're going to get a 2883.52. Oklahoma Thunder is going to have a 2961. And then look by the skin of their teeth, Indian Creek Carolina Hurricanes, they're going to walk away with the overall lead. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look. Now that we see how our sanctioned facility teams did, let's take a look to see how you guys at home fared with the draft DockDogs. So let me pull up our roster here real quick. And let's take a look at some of the stats coming in here. So here we go. Let me draft over here. All right, transitioning over here. So let's take a look real quick here. All right, there we go. All right, so let's take a look at the scores here. So we have a bunch of scores that put in here, and you can see a bunch of teams put up some really nice scores. So let's take a look. Hannah Wolf and Sky putting up a 29.44. That is a big-time Gladiator score. Very, very impressive here. I think that is super impressive there for that team. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of other teams here. Jennifer Bale O'Connell and Chile with a 29.39. A big-time score here. Kathy and Kira, a 27.78. Kay Noble and Tank with a 28.73. That's going to be some good points. Lee Campbell and Kiwi, a 28.91. Lillian Hollers and Colt with a 28.30. Lisa and King with a 28-79. Some really good scores being put up here. Let's take a look at some more scores. Martha Payne and Jill LaRue, they're going to walk away with a 28-62 for week 1. I see going to be big numbers. Wow, Susan Miller and Callie putting up a 29-59. I think that may be one of the top scores, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have Vincent and Rio with a 27-84. So that's the recap for some of the scores here. You can go on to Fantasizer on Fantasy DockDogs and look at all the stats that were uploaded. Now you're going to see some teams that have a 0. That may be because that team was not able to participate in that discipline, or in the instance of, say, people who were double handling the same dog, they weren't able to do 2 extreme verticals in the same day. So you'll have to reach out to the handlers to see when you're selecting your team to see where everyone goes through. So, all right, so let's take a look here at the overall stats for week 1. How did the teams all fare out? Let's see, in week 1, let's take a look. Wow, a lot of 7,000, 8,000 scores. Now, remember, these scores are the combination of 3 dogs' total scores. So when we looked back at the stats here, remember, we're adding up their total scores together for their 3 dogs that they were able to select, and that's going to be their total score. So let's go back to the overview here and take a look. And your overall winner is going to be Yvette Montiel, 8,823 points in first place. In second place is going to be Team Cowabunga's Martha Payne with a 28.03, only a 20-point difference. And then in a distant third is myself. Man, that's a tough loss. And look at that. And my wife, Melanie, in the 4th spot. Kay Noble in a tie for 5th with Travis and Kay Noble. So let's take a look and see what the winning team was. Yvette, who did you pick? So it looks like they picked Ashlyn and Raya, who was a budget buy. Raya does not have a achieved ranking, so believe it or not, her value was kind of a bit on the lower side, but put up a huge number. So that was definitely going to allow her to buy and spend and splurge on the other teams. Brianna and Ace, look at that, another big-time number. Hannah Wolf and Sky with those incredible scores. They're going to get a total score of 8,823. So let's take a look. Actually, you know what? What I can do is I can actually pull up some stats here. And I think I can do analytics. Let's see. I can compare. Let's take a quick comparison between Raya and let's do Sky. Let's take a look. So you can see right here, look how close they are. Raya with a 29.05 and Hannah with a 29.44. So what you can use these tools to figure out which is the better player. Now let me pull up a quick staff report here and see what we can do here. Just stand by for 1 second here. I believe I can pull in a report here. Where is it? Dashboard. All right, there we go. Let's do performance. Wow, so we can see our top 10 teams here. Brianna and Ace, Susan and Callie, Hannah Wolf and Sky, Jennifer and Chili, Libby and Jesse. And then Ashlyn and Raya, the budget buy. So that's going to be very interesting. Let's take a look at some of the player stats here. Let's take a look at Hannah Wolf and Sky for an example. So 29-44. When we look at next week's results in week number 2, next week, Saturday at 7 p.m., we're going to be able to do a more deep dive because we only have 1 week's of stats here. But let me see if I can pull that report I was looking at earlier. Should be able to. There is a way to do it. I'm trying to find it. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Here, hang on. I should be able to. Player analytics? No. Let's see. Let's do Jennifer and Chili here. So we can see a stat breakdown. Yeah, Jay Harris brings up a very good point about pulling in. Let me do this here. Let me go back. While I look up here and try and pull in the stats here, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll wrap up the show real quick. Remember, this is just a recap show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I can find it here. There's a very interesting statistic where you can see player selection choices here. All right, I may have to share with you guys the stats later. I had it up earlier. I must have accidentally closed it. But let me do this. Congratulations, because one of the cool things we get to do is each week prizes are awarded. So for, let's take a look here and transition back. There we go. So congratulations to Yvette Montiel. You have won 50 DockDogs credits, and if you'd like to, you can actually donate to $1-to-$1 ratio. You can actually donate that to one of 3 affiliated charities. You can either donate it to the Bark Foundation, Noah's Ark of Love, or to the DockDogs Youth Handler Foundation. Or if you want the DockDogs credits, you can take those DockDog credits. So congratulations to Yvette, and congratulations to our Week 1 winner, Sanctioned Facility, Indian Creek Canine Aquatics. Congratulations, guys. I'll have to talk to the team and see what they're going to do, but I believe they're going to take the donation choice, and they're going to donate 150 DockDogs credits to Noah's Ark of Love. So how cool is that, ladies and gentlemen? So I think that was a pretty cool recap. What do you guys think? I thought that was pretty awesome. We're able to get some really cool things out there. And on top of that, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about having fun with your dog. That's what it's most about. Yeah. So what'd you guys think? How did you guys fare this week? Nancy Aiken, you will be able to make your Week 2 picks within the next 20 minutes. We're just finalizing some values, and then we'll be able to open that up for Week 2. You will see those picks out shortly. All right. Thank you. I hope you guys... I hope you guys had fun with this, because at the end of the day, we all know what's going on in the world, and hopefully that's brought a smile to you guys, or you can watch some great jumping dogs who are able to do so safely. And, sitting at home, I know I must have changed my roster and my selections in the draft probably about 45 times. I would definitely be lying to you guys if I wasn't looking at 2019 stats to see to see how everyone was progressing. So so thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I'm going to end the live stream for you guys, but be on the lookout for week number 2, where we're going to have some more fun. And to all of you guys and all of your sanctioned facilities, remember, you can go to DockDogs.com and register today for not only for the draft DockDogs, but if you have your local sanctioned facility, you can get involved. So if you go right here to DockDogs.com, and you can get involved. Or if you want to watch Fantasy Doc, oh, look at that. We're live right now. Or if you want to play Fantasy DockDogs at home, just click on the link. If you want to watch live or you want to draft your team, if I click that, it's just going to get a video of me, and then that's going to be a weird feedback loop, so I'm not going to click on that. You just click draft your team, and it brings you right into the drafting site, and you have a whole lot of fun playing with your dog. So that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys had a good time like I did. I know I certainly did. So until next time, guys, be safe, be well. I love all you guys. A virtual hug to all of you guys. But boom, that's how you do it. All right, guys, tune in next week at 7 p.m. for Week 2 recap, where we talk about and see how all the sanctioned facilities and you guys, the drafters, turned out. Until next time, guys, I'll see you guys on the dock. Catch you later.